What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dogecoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Before we do, I want to just talk about Dogecoin real quick, okay? What my expectations are for Dogecoin, because I know that there are a lot of rumors. Whenever it comes to cryptos, there's all kinds of rumors. There's people talking about 100x's, 500x's. I'm one of those guys on a lot of cryptos, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to Dogecoin, people seem to have very unrealistic expectations, okay? I remember back in 2023, 2022. I mean, even I bought Dogecoin a long time ago. I don't hold any now. I sold it a long time ago too. But I remember back in 2022 and 2023, I remember I was the crazy person talking about Dogecoin going to $4. Now Dogecoin makes a move all the way up to 30 cents and beyond, and everybody's like, it's going to go to $20. You guys are crazy. Anybody saying that Dogecoin's going to go to $20, you're nuts. In time, sure. In time, sure. If you don't think Dogecoin can reach $20, you're not aware of the fundamentals of economics, right? Supply and demand. What do you mean supply and demand, C-Zar? Dogecoin has an infinite supply. It's inflationary. Yes, it is. But guess what else is inflationary? The US dollar. And guess what's more inflationary? The US dollar. Dogecoin is inflationary at a deflationary rate. The rate of Dogecoin's inflation is fixed on a per coin basis, not a percentage basis, where the dollar, it's like 2 to 3% is what they shoot for. It's often actually way higher than that. Anytime they say it's 2 to 3%, you bet your sweet you know what's that it's probably more like 8% or higher, right? Like the CPI data, whenever inflation was at its highest, it said it was 8%. It was probably more like 20% or higher, right? And it was reflected in the cost of goods that the average American was spending, and people all around the world. But I'm getting beside myself, guys. All I'm trying to say is if you think that Dogecoin is destined to fail because of its infinite supply and its inflationary schedule, it's less inflationary than the dollar. So Dogecoin will devalue itself versus itself over time, yes. But versus the dollar, mathematically speaking, it's going to gain value versus the dollar. So inevitably, Dogecoin will see prices that are at $20 and beyond. This cycle, probably not. Next cycle, maybe, probably not. 10, 20 years down the line, yeah, it's going to happen. It'll happen. But let's just get the bar straight, okay? I don't think Dogecoin's going to see anything crazy stuff. But $4, again, $4 at one point, that was crazy. But then as soon as we broke 40 cents, 30 cents, everybody starts talking about $20. Now that's the crazy stuff, right? To me, $4 makes a lot of sense as far as an all-time high goes. We'll go over that, but let's go over the short-term stuff, okay? I wanted to start off with that just in case anybody's got the wrong expectations of Dogecoin here. What do I know? I'm just the guy that bought Dogecoin under a cent last year. Or not last year, last cycle, and I've been in crypto since 2015. You know, what do I know? But I'm just saying, low to high here, 1618. This could be the area that you find support at about 19.111 cents. You could find support right here. If we look at this thing on the RSI, man, you are very low on your RSI, aren't you? Very low. Oh yeah, buddy. Some of the lowest readings that you've seen in quite some time, since being listed on Coinbase at least. Yeah, you can go lower, but it would be impressive to say the least if you did. It would be kind of uncharacteristic of Dogecoin. I don't think you go lower on the RSI. This is probably a nice area to find support. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I would suspect you do find support around here. If not, maybe you go down to about 16.7 to 13.7 cents, something like that. I could see it happening. I could see it happen. 4-hour time frame, getting some bullish divergence. I don't know, man. If in the next 2 hours and 58 minutes you can close this candle green, that's good for a move all the way back above 20 cents and likely beyond. Right, this would probably be the low point here, and you'd start to retrace overall. If you can close in the next 2 hours and 57 minutes green. If not, if you close red, lower you go, and that's okay. Even if you close green, it's possible you could just retrace and then still move lower. So it doesn't mean you're out of the woods yet, but it would be nice if you could close it green. From a low here, relative low to relative high, let me just see. Yeah, I think you do go lower. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. You're very near your low. And it wouldn't surprise me if you found support here, but I think something around 18 cents to 16 cents is likely where you go. Something in that little box there. So even if you move up from here, you could, over the course of the coming days or the rest of this day, make your way down to about 18 to 16 cents, somewhere in that zone, okay? Now that we've talked about the downside, let's talk about the upside, okay? What's the upside? Hold on real quick. Yeah, a little bounce here on the 15-minute, looks like it. Yeah, still going lower, though. Definitely, yeah. Okay, so talking about the all-time history. We look at this thing on a monthly basis, okay? Dogecoin from its very earliest days, right, from this very first peak, all-time high to all-time low, your next bull cycle, whenever you started to rally, you topped off here at the golden ratio, at the 1,618. That's the golden ratio, okay? From a high to a low on the next cycle, right? That was your bull cycle high to the bear cycle low. You went not just to the golden ratio this time, but all the way up to the 2272. And this crazy, erratic, once-in-a-lifetime moment for Dogecoin that happened last cycle, this is why people think we're going to go to $20. It's because people expect a similar move this cycle. They're like, well, if we just take this and copy this and paste this here, well, and we don't use our brains at all, $20 is likely where we're going to go. And that's fair. That's fine. Maybe it happens. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does go to $20. I hope all the people who expect that get that, and it goes up to those levels. I hope so. But likely we don't see a 2272 extension this time. Likely we don't go there. No. That was a one-off, you guys, right? And you can already tell that it was a one-off because look at how Dogecoin moved up this cycle where it went to its 1618. Look at how it moved up this cycle when it went up to its 2272. Which if you can compare it to either of these cycles, which one is it most comparable to? Not this one, that's for sure. And even this one, it's more lackluster. So I'm just saying, I think I'm being gracious whenever I say that I would at least expect you to go to the 1618. Not at least, but at most expect that you go there, right? And maybe just above there. Both cycles before, high to low here, you did stop at the 1618, but just barely above it. So applying that same logic, just above there would be $3.94. Maybe you go up to about $4 or even $4.20. In fact, I have a theory that by the end of the cycle, as we're getting more developed in the cycle and it's getting to the end of the year and we're reaching for $4, people are going to be calling 420, 420. That's where Dogecoin's going to go. That's the selling point. So where's it going to sell? It's not going to sell at 420. It's going to sell probably just below 420 at $4. Or you might not even reach 394. You could stop somewhere between like 227 and $3, $3.50. You might not even reach this line. It's completely possible because I fully expect everybody's going to think they're so smart and clever calling for 420. You're going to hear it all over the place. Dogecoin to 420. You might even hear major news networks talk about it. But no, it's not going to go there. I think $4 is the cap. 227 is the minimum. Dogecoin will be worth multiple dollars by the end of the cycle, but at $4, you guys, that's a $600 billion market cap. At let me say it again, at $4 a Dogecoin, that is a $600 billion market cap, okay? If it were to go to $20, we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar asset. And no offense to Dogecoin, I love Dogecoin, it's my most favorite meme. I don't think that's going to happen. Not this cycle. Inevitably, yes, when the dollar inflates more and devalues itself and it's easier for Dogecoin to grow versus it, yes, that's going to happen, but not this cycle. So I hope we're all aware that Dogecoin here at 18.7 cents likely does go a little bit lower. 18 to 16 cents is the expectation. If it goes lower than that, it's fine. It's totally fine. It will see new all-time highs this cycle. It will be worth multiple dollars this cycle, but it will not be worth anything more than like $4. I doubt it gets above $4.20. I doubt it even gets above $4, to be completely fair. But that's just my perspective. What do I know? Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I appreciate you all for being here. I love Dogecoin. I really do, guys. I'm a bigger Dogecoin bull than probably most people are. I'm just not ridiculous, right? I only talk about targets that I believe in. And just because it's a possibility maybe it could reach $2 trillion, no, it's not going to happen. No, I'm sorry. Maybe next cycle, maybe 2 cycles down the line, but not this cycle, right? At any rate, and then if anybody's like, yeah, but Elon supports it. He's going to, no, yeah, Elon supported it last cycle. Guess what? He supported it throughout the whole bear cycle too. He's supporting it throughout this cycle too. Guess what? It's not doing what it did last cycle. So just throw that out the window. That's not logical thinking at all. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to end the video because I need to go to bed. So bye-bye.